getting out of here
This
in
was
10
supposed
minutes.
to be quick.
Yeah, so much for 10 minutes.
Call to order this called official city council meeting of the Winnsboro City Council at 5:30 p.m. First, we'll start with a roll call, starting to my right.
Borman here.
Lori here.
Hollowell here.
Let the record reflect that the quorum of the council is present. The notice of this meeting was posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Moving on to section 3, public comments. The public may address the city council on any subject. However, the Texas Open Meetings Act prohibits city council from discussing issues which the public has not been given 72 hours notice. This act does not entitle the public to choose the items to be discussed or to speak about items on the agenda. Those wishing to address items not on the agenda may do so. However, council must refrain from all comment and may, at their discretion,
that I would add is the difference between the code that was cited and the code that you all are amending. It seems like there's been some question about that, so just for clarification, and Cassie, please correct me if this is incorrect. My understanding is that the sign was not allowed because it was off-premise. The ordinance specifically prohibits all off-premise signs in all districts. So while I can't speak to the conversation that took place, I was not there, I can say that the ordinance amendment that is before you will alleviate the issues that we've had with all off-premise signs that are advertising events in the city of Winnsboro.
In all districts, or in all zoning districts.
That's correct.
But that's not a goal, correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
And they, again, council, I'll remind you that a full revision of this ordinance, I will say, yes, 3.18 says one thing, but then this 14.8.02 puts further restrictions on that. So I think with the verbiage that we've been presented, now, this will alleviate some of that, and then we are coming back in October with a full revision. Hopefully in October, I won't guarantee October because we are reviewing ordinance, and I do want to have some citizen involvement. So if we need to set a meeting with some of these organizations, let's do so, and have input from everybody, because I want everybody to be on board. I don't want any organization to feel like they're being victimized or not able to fully advertise their event for any reason. So I want to get some input from everybody, even the Main Street merchants.
May I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
The goal of this code was what? To control proliferation of signs?
I can't speak to that. I wasn't here when this was passed.
Okay, all right. Me either.
I think the goal of it was not just to have signs everywhere and anywhere, and, you know.
Like we do in elections?
Yeah.
Well, the state of Texas allows the election signs. They specifically say we can't regulate those. That's correct.
Council, any other questions for Mackenzie or staff? Okay. Council, I will entertain a motion.
I'll do it because it's hideous. I make a motion to approve amending ordinance 1048-2021, section 1408.002 of the Code of Ordinances, allowing for a limited exemption for permitted temporary signs that advertise or identify events or activities held within the city of Winnsboro and sponsored by or conducted for the benefit of the Winnsboro community.
Take a breath, Steve. I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion from the council? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Sign problem temporarily solved.
Section 5, general discussion by council or staff. First of all, I do want to make a comment. I don't know if anybody saw Mackenzie hand this to me. No, the mayor's not taking payoffs. This was something that was dropped in our city lobby.
It's mine.
It's yours? Well, so you're making this? It does say for motion picture use only, but for some reason it made it into somebody dropped it in our lobby. And Mackenzie thought I'd get a kick out of that. Another thing I want to announce is we are in the process now. I know a lot of people that follow the meetings from home or online complain about not being able to hear, not being able to understand what's going on. We are in the process of rectifying that. We are looking at a time the city